Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight for WovenRealm. I'm sure you got to see the really neato new the camera roll, character roll thing. AJ busted their butt to make it happen, and it's awesome looking. Don't forget, also, we've got our wonderful charity event still going on because it's still June. Yup. Sam, did you have anything you'd like to add about that?
Sure. Just a quick reminder that all June, 100% of our subs and bits and stuff is going to be donated to the Trans Lifeline. You can donate directly if you would like. We've got a command and a link that's going through in the chat. It's a really great nonprofit. It's US based. I believe they also have a hotline for Canada, though. They have great resources for trans folks for mental health, mutual aid resources, legal aid, things like that. So also, if you're a member of the trans community and you need a little help right now, go check it out because things suck for us. So let's try to do a little bit of good this month while we can. And thanks for everybody who's already donated.
Speaking of things that don't suck, also join us in wishing Chris a happy birthday. If Soren's get up is not clear, we have a special redemption point tonight to wish Chris a happy birthday.
You're dying. Oh, that's so cute.
And I will try to make it rain confetti on him every time it's redeemed.
My God.
It's incredible.
Oh, the party maker. The noise maker.
So good. I'm crying.
Fucking goals.
I love it.
Soren's never been happier.
Oh my God. You guys are talking about the very important charity donation thing, and I was looking over and seeing the party hat, and I couldn't help but inappropriate smile. I feel so bad. Okay.
It's so good. Don't even worry.
So that's tonight's episode of WovenRealm. Thanks for joining us.
See you later.
We're gonna just
Bye.
run the video for the next 2.5 hours. Thanks. But in all seriousness, thank you for joining us. We have a good time here. So I guess I should say who the cast is real quick. We have AJ as Constance of Eternal Trust, Aasimar Paladin, Chris Birthday Boy as Soren Silverthorn, the half-elf bard, Sam is Oleander Morgenstern, the Spiritborn Necromancer, and Nevius Triss Delmont, the Unholy One Commander. I'm the Game Master, and I'm mean. I'm really mean to these characters. If you came expecting a happy time tonight, I have some bad news because the Emerald Caravan's not having a happy time tonight.
Do we ever?
Nah, because previously on WovenRealm, the Emerald Caravan with their new friend in tow set out to the ruins of Steel Bastion after preparing in Ren's Run to delve further into Constance's origins. Within the halls of Steel Bastion, a presence made psionic connection with our dear Aasimar Paladin, causing a dreamquake to take place. A dreamquake, fun fact, is a weird thing where the dream time spills into reality. The dream time kind of takes on shape depending on, well, who's dreaming, and spooky stuff's happening. There's a hard-pitched fight against apparitions of hunter-killers. The Emerald Caravan, made quick work of them and then experienced more anomalies caused over by the spillover of the dream time. People became kids again. There's a strange chase through the illusory tunnels before ... where we get to now the Emerald Caravan being caught in the midst of the apparition we've seen before, known as Sins of the Father. But this time he's bearing the Plague Doctor mask that we have come to associate with our nemesis, the Good Doctor. The ground has split apart, leaving in its wake islands, so to speak, islands, upon a sea of sludgy, glowing green goo. Classic radioactive shit for those keeping score at home. Really not a good place to be left off, but alas, this is where we left them off. So Soren and Triss find themselves stranded within this labyrinthian corridor that they just escaped. There's the massive blob-like shape bearing just straight toward you, Soren. The many eyes on the flesh orbs scan the glowing lake, zeroing in on you. You both hear the cries of young children from both directions. Your senses tell you the Dreamquake is continuing to mess with the age of your companions, and it's going to be up to you two to get your friends out of this pickle. Now, the Sins of the Father arrives above in the distance, surrounded by flying creatures. Soren, you remember them as mutant marrow creatures that you experienced in the endless tunnels. The horrors. So, my dear friends, we pop on over to roll 20. We have already rolled our initiative ahead of time. There's a bunch of notes to make about this combat. This is what's going to take forever tonight. First things first, the marrow blob that we see behind Soren. Soren, you kind of remember this marrow from the time you spent in the endless tunnels. It's like, oh, wow, maybe you're reliving that trauma or something. That's not obvious. Do you remember your kobold companion who was kind of there with you for a hot second? He referred to this thing as Clyde. Clyde eventually did get the kobold, so there was much gnashing of teeth. The schloopy sound.
My kobold friend got eaten?
Yeah, by this thing.
Oh, man. Shit.
Yeah, so it makes a schloopy sound as it makes its way toward you. Suffice to say, best not to give this thing a hug. And you remember, like, there's really nothing. It was just a big blob of flesh. The best thing you could do is run from it. So we'll find out what happens with that as the encounter moves on. Other things to note, unless Soren, you want to describe more of your memories from the endless tunnels for your friends to experience. I mean, feel free. I won't stop you, but
I think you hit it on the head. I think that everyone who's also experiencing like Soren's point of view just feels like their chest is just like super tight, and they're just like instantly terrified of this. On top of, even if we're in this like open cavern, just like the feeling of like claustrophobia a little bit, it's just kind of the two like base sensations on his head right now, like his base feelings. So you can tell that was what he felt for a few 30 days or so.
Lovely. So we have both Constance and Oleander, both probably in panic child mode. You both are young children. So for the time being, you two will fight in spirit when it is your turn until henceforth rescued. When fighting in spirit, do note if you target your friend Triss, I will allow you to embody your previous characters who knew Triss in another campaign. If AJ targets Triss with the fighting in spirit, you can embody Yvette. Sam, you can embody Lorian if you so desire. Don't fall into the green goo. Each island is its own zone. The ones with stunts are tougher to get between. The only other thing to note is that there's a handy dandy new condition. It's listed in the wiki. I updated that. It is called peril. Basically, if you miss your jump between islands like here or here, basically you get marked with peril and then just like don't fuck up for the rest of your turn. Or else you...
boy.
What?
OBS just froze.
Oh,
wait. We're still okay. We're okay. It's fine.
we're good?
It's back.
Okay.
We're back. It's fine.
okay. Anyway, so just if you get marked with peril, don't miss an attack, don't fail a save or a skill check, and don't get inflicted with the condition. Are we all questions, comments, concerns?
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Yes. That is very much. And then also do note there is an exit, so you don't have to like stay and fight if you don't if you get everyone out, or while you rescue your companions. Anyway, we're gonna start. So the weird marrow bug things are gonna go first, and they're gonna one of them is gonna work towards Constance. This other one's gonna fly over, and then they're working their way into the next zones by them. Constance, it is your turn. You're a small, hopeless
I'm a baby.
child.
How small of a child?
Small enough to not be of any use in a combat.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, crying is a free action, right?
Yes, and then you can fight in spirit if you so wish.
Cool. Yeah, I would like to do that. I want to inspire Soren somehow. Think about the mornings that were spent being very grumpy as Constance made you train with her, much to your chagrin.
I like that you're inspiring me with being grouchy.
Yes.
You know your audience. You know.
Look.
All right, so Soren, your next roll gets a +2 to it. And then we go to Oleander's turn. Unfortunately, Oleander, same deal. Fighting in spirit, you can target either Soren or Triss.
Okay, Soren just got a boost, so I'll help Triss out. With sort of probably a pretty similar memory. I actually think, if memory serves, in Madame Curio at some point, Lorian did offer to help Triss out with like practicing coordination and stuff.
Yes.
I think that was part of it. Yeah. So I'll say
she hasn't gotten better at that.
Despite partaking in Lorian's regiment, which of course was part of the Shield Mom school of physical therapy.
All right, Soren, it is your turn. Triss, your next roll will get a +2 bonus.
Okay, I'll look at Triss and be like, all right, do you want me to get the far one or the close one? How dexterous are you?
Oh, so no. Just no.
All right, that thing's name is Clyde. Don't let it eat you. See you later. And I'm going to jump over to the first. zone.
All right. So yeah, just give me like a skill roll of your choice. Just whatever. You can describe it how you want. I call it a jump, but if like you're a
Ooh.
magic user, you could be like, oh, I hover on force fields of air or whatever.
I rolled a 26.
All right, yeah, you hop on over to the next little slice of land there. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Is that my action?
Yeah, that'd be like your move action, and then you could do
Okay.
like.
Oh, so I could still shoot stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm going to shoot this mosquito in front of me.
All right.
I can't see this die. Holy crap. 23.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
D10s. Wow, I rolled terrible. 17 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. So you just take a shot at the thing, and you take off most of like the bug pieces, but it's just kind of still flying and hanging there, making its way toward you after you skillfully hopped over the bubbling goop. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I'll just yell back. I'll get Oleander. You get Constance. Also, do you know Lorian? We should talk about that. And,
I do know Lorian, actually. She gifted me this armor. Swell girl.
very cool. And he's just like fighting this mosquito.
Triss, it is your turn.
Okay, so kind of weird idea, but I'm assuming the big scary is gonna like follow us. So can I like try to like be a little bit tricky and like duck, and then as it like goes over and follows Soren, jump on its back so I can just glide through the first part?
Yeah, that'd be like a dexterity skill check, I would wager.
Well, okay, but I want to like use charisma to trick it into like going first, and then using its dex and just holding on and using strength.
Okay, yeah, I'll say yeah. Let's do a charisma check to sort of like feint an attack, or like trick out make a fool of Clyde here.
Yeah. My goal here is to use some of my strengths instead of immediately using my weaknesses. Okay, well, I got a 14.
All right. Well, luckily Clyde's not very bright. So Clyde's just a big bubbling blob of flesh. So fooling Clyde isn't too difficult. You kind of hit the dirt as Clyde follows after Soren, and you're able to kind of get to the other side. And
Mine's broken. It is just rolling fours. It looks like. Okay, I'm not seeing it correctly. It's fine. It is fine.
I was gonna say it looks like it's good. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. I was about to be like, oh, another thing broke. No. Okay.
So
okay.
you will notice, because Clyde goes after you, I will let you, since you did pass your check, you notice that Clyde is following Soren specifically and is trying to get into the space that Soren has previously occupied.
Okay. Cool. And so I'm just gonna like hitch a ride with it a little bit for just maybe the first part here.
All right. The apparition known as Sins of the Father is up and is going to float towards Oleander. Oleander, I'm just going to use your regular stats, even though you're a small child right now.
Sure.
It's just easier that way. Ooh. Math. 19 versus AC to hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't rest or anything, did we?
No.
You could have. Oh, yeah, no, not really.
Yeah, we didn't really have time. Well, this is fine.
You take 7 points of psychic damage.
Oh.
Well, Kid Oleander would be unconscious.
So Kid Oleander doesn't actually take 7 points
Yeah.
of psychic damage. Kid Oleander instead, because you're a small child, you're going to get inflicted with terror.
Oh, good.
I have everyone's terror marked somewhere.
Okay, so if
You're
we're
at
doing
3.
3 for terror, okay. How do you want me to, I guess, work with my HP then if I'm as Kid Oleander? Or are we just racking up terror instead?
You're going to just rack up terror because
Okay.
you're a small child. It's less about hurting you for the creature and more about grabbing you and doing trauma things.
I just wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure if it was gonna like have an impact on adult Oleander, in the immediate
I get you.
I'm just
going for the most basic way to do this.
Works for me.
So at 3 terror, due to your constant state of distress, you permanently feared. So, so you're hard save for me as well as you're getting hit by
hard save.
Yeah.
Oh, I just make it with a 16.
All right, so the sins of the father tries to grab you, but you're kind of able to slip out of its shadowy grasps as
very small.
Yes, as you're the small child making a run for it. With that, Clyde is moving towards Soren's current position. You will notice that Clyde is not at your current spot. Clyde is usually going to just be one step behind Soren, unless Soren fails to move on a turn. So you know, Chris. And with that, we're at the top of the order. The escalation die will tick up 1. Boop. And the mutaflies are up again. And one of them is going to just try and attack Constance here. And 2 of them are, actually. And then one's going to go after Triss, because that doesn't like how Triss is like riding their overlord into battle.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, Constance, I have those a 16 versus AC and something lower.
No.
All right, so these things come to try and hit you, and you just kind of like roll around to avoid these big bugs. Maybe like a dream. What's your willing? Kind of swats them away for you for a second. And with that, Triss, you're also going to be attacked by one of these. It's really low. Whatever that, a 12.
No.
Yeah, so Triss, you're kind of like holding on. You're swatting at it with the open gate as you're gripping on the Clyde, like a handful of just like gooby flesh. And with that, Constance, it is your turn as the other buggos are working their way towards Oleander.
Okay. I guess I will. Yvette's gonna fight in spirit with Triss.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to think back to like a battle or something that they were in together when they fought side by side, and Yvette was able to help Triss dodge a giant, an enemy that was coming at them much the same way that these are coming at one now.
Love it. My toxic friendship. Pal.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
How dare you become a better person? You're so much less fun now.
I am sorry.
And that's me, I guess.
All right, so Triss, you'll get a +2 on your next roll. Oleander, it is your turn.
Okay, I guess I will try to help Soren. I feel like probably the best thing is Oleander's just spurring him on by pure goddamn spite. Because if she gets to watch him fall into a bunch of radioactive acid, if he lives, she is never gonna let him live it down, ever. So
incredible.
I feel like the fighting in spirit is just like Soren's like, no, I can't even let myself be embarrassed in front of fucking kid Oleander out of all of this.
Middle schoolers are mean.
No.
Right?
They
Oh
are.
god, oh god,
Shit.
oh god, oh god.
What?
Sorry. I accidentally
God.
clicked away, sorry. My bad.
Oh. Soren, it is your turn. Clyde is coming for you.
Okay. So do I get the sense that like they're kids as part of like an illusion, or is that
It's part of
not
like
how
a
this-
hallucination, yeah.
Okay. So
It's like the Dreamquake doing that shit.
do I still
Oh,
look
yeah.
like Oleander's dad?
No, you and Triss look like your regular selves right now.
Okay. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna hop over. I'm gonna keep running from this thing that torments my nightmares, so I guess I'm going to roll. Oh, that's not good. Fuck, I hate Kid Oleander.
Ah!
Get in line.
I rolled a 14.
All right, Soren, you are imperiled. You
Sick.
make your leap, and you kind of like almost fall back, and you look towards Kid Oleander. And for a second, it looks like Dad for just a hot second. And instead of radioactive goop, it's like the bayonets, the fixed bayonets of Inquisitor rifles for a hot second. And then Soren catches himself and leans forward, steps forward, and it's like, that was a close one. So you still have the rest of your turn. Don't fuck up.
Very inspirational. God dang, I want to do so many things, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'm slow.
I mean, you could use your action to move again. Like, that's a thing you can do.
Yeah, I just really wanted to heal, but...
Oof.
Is it a quick action? Is it the bonus, whatever the equivalency of bonus action to chug a potion?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to chug a potion and then jump again. So it's just a free recovery, right?
Yeah.
It's the first time I'm using a potion in this game, even though Oleander makes me buy them every time we're in town.
Well, you're welcome.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Ooh,
Nice.
Also, plus a D8 I have noted for our potions. One for
Oh,
your
if you're
plus
drinking one of the
D8.
big boys or whatever.
I have that for the
I think I
regulars, and the big boys are
Oh.
2D8.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. You do add a D8
Oh.
potions with recovery.
Sick. 23. Okay.
Nope.
And then I'm going to roll again to jump. Sorry. So I'm taking
Oh, you're
forever.
good. And it's a harder one because it's a stunt this go around.
Oh,
If you're
shit,
jumping
really?
towards Constance.
Oh, no, I'm going to Oleander.
Oh, okay.
That is a 18.
That one will go well. So,
that's
Soren, due to that, you are able to remove the peril that has been placed upon you. As after regaining your balance, you kind of make a confident step where you spin yourself around, legs straight out, and you kind of leap forward, Star-Lord style, and just kind of land skillfully onto the next little island in this radioactive goo sea. And with that, Triss,
Yes. Hello.
you are still riding atop the back of
Yes.
Clyde. You could
Yeah.
jump in front of Clyde onto the next island, or you could wait till Clyde passes over to.
I'm going to cheat and just use my. It's very early for this, but I'm going to use the sword's teleporty attack thing and just
Fuck.
go over to our Constances.
Yeah, that's a thing you can do.
Yeah, I can do it like once a counter, so it's very early to waste it. But like, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
over there and hit him 3 times and get to where she is, because like walking is not my skill set.
That's completely valid though, and you can do that. So, Triss, when you reach Constance, Triss, you kind of grab Constance's little small kid hand,
Yes.
and then Constance, you are surrounded by ethereal cloud, and you are an adult again. You are back to your regular self, with Triss kind of holding your hand. And Triss, you want to make those attacks against the
Yes.
buggos?
Yes, I will.
Just holding
let's-
me Shaggy Scooby style.
Okay, cool. Let's hit them. Hitting them on the sheet, clicking the button 3 times. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
All right, so I've got, the 25 will hit.
Okie dokie.
And what is with I don't know how it's rolling your damage. You're just gonna have to roll your damage.
I do have to
separate.
roll it. Someone remind me, it's 46? Is that correct? Did I remember right?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Jesus, that's
Oh,
great.
shit.
Okay.
So you kill one buggo with your attacks as you kind of like teleport, and then like Constance, Triss, you're standing next to each other. Things are okay right now. Anything else
Yay.
with your turn, Triss?
No, we're gonna call that a good turn. And I get a lot of command points. Yay me. Okay.
All right,
Yay.
Sins of the Father is not very thrilled about what you did there, Triss.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I
very.
cheated.
You didn't really cheat. It's just not a fan of what you did. That's going to be a 22 versus AC to hit.
Yes.
Okay, and then I will need a hard save from you.
Okay. How do I roll that?
Just roll a d20, and then if it's a
Okey-dokey.
16 or more, you succeed. You will also take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okie dokie. Wow, I cannot type /R, I guess. I did not save.
All right, so you were going to be grabbed by Sins of the Father, and that'll be its turn. You're not going to have a good time next
No.
turn.
I figured. That's okay.
So with that, Clyde just kind of slides up to where Soren was before, and the escalation die goes up. We're at the top of the order, and the Marrow Mutaflies just going after you, Constance, here.
Okay.
Oh, that's an 11, so that just you're able to easily swat away at that one. One of them's gonna fly back towards Triss here. Triss, that's gonna be an 11 to hit versus AC.
I'm good.
All right, and then Soren, these two are really gonna be trying to stop you here. Oh, they both rolled the same thing. Holy shit. 22 versus AC.
Yep.
All right. Well, luckily, they didn't get the natural even hit, so you won't get the ongoing damage. 13.
That's nice.
26 points of poison damage total as they bury their stingers into you.
Okay.
And with that, Constance, it is your turn.
I am going to activate my halo, and then I'm gonna rally, and then that will be my turn.
No, do that for free.
Okay, yay! I'm gonna do that for free, and then I'm going to. Is there stuff close enough for me to attack? There's stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the weird boogie dude that's closest to me. And with a smite, why not? Uh, 17 to hit?
That will not hit.
Will it hit at an 18? Because I can make it one more.
Yes, it would.
Oh, actually,
you go.
wait. No, I did math wrong. It is 19.
Oh, okay. You don't need that then.
Did you add the escalation die?
No.
Wait, we add escalation dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that,
Unless you're feared.
So then,
Which Soren, you
Oh.
are too now.
Okay.
okay. Yeah. So 19, and then that is 30 damage.
Yeah, so Bug just goes.
Yay!
Constance just squashes this bug with her staff.
Ha 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 ha.
Oleander, it is your turn. You are still fighting in spirit. Luckily, not having to take too much of a hard look at that spell list just yet.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to help Soren. I'm trying to think of a different thing to do. I think maybe because Soren has already in the past sort of like stolen used elements of Oleander's necromancy before, like in that one spell that he got for that level up before. So I think maybe at least for this moment he's able to sort of like channel some of that like necromantic energy for like a boost to his like next attack or something.
Ooh, okay. I like that. So because I like that, you both, due to the arcane sharing of magic, feel your terror levels reduce through this arcane bond.
Aw.
Yuck.
Gross.
Soren, it is your turn.
Okay, I have 1 hit point, so I'm gonna do something I've never done before, and I'm gonna get out the old bull roar and cast sleep through it.
Nice.
And I rolled 75 hit points, so it starts on the lowest one near me,
All right.
and then
So
it goes to the next.
both bugs are, all the bugs are asleep.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the one next to Triss just falls into the radioactive goop and just.
Love it.
Just for flavor, Soren will just run by and like kick the head of one of them. And then I'm gonna try this stunt.
All right.
All right, Oleander.
So, no, if you fail the stunt, you will just fall in.
Yeah, I got 1 hit point. I'm good.
That's not okay.
All right, Oleander, here it comes.
Oh no.
Hold my beer, Triss.
Okay.
Oh, that's not epic. Okay.
What'd you get?
I gotta do some math real quick.
You want a +1 too? Just
Oh, I definitely do.
there you go, buddy.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I rolled an 18. Oh, no, wait. Am I afraid yet?
Not anymore, you're not.
Oh, thank God, 20.
Nice. So Soren kind of backs up a little bit. The feet skid against the stone, and he takes this hard run forward. And for a second, it looks like, he jumps. Oleander, for a moment, you think, oh no, he ain't gonna make it. And then, but Soren's able to catch just the ledge of like a brick sticking out, and like his foot lands skillfully, arms up in the air, hops forward on 1 foot and like runs forward, and does like the superhero landing before running up to you and grabbing your hand and making you assume the form of adult Oleander again.
That's all I got.
All right. Triss, you are grappled by sins of the father right now. You do
Yes.
not probably want to be next turn.
Yeah, can I try to not be? What do I roll?
Yeah, you just have to roll that hard save again that you failed.
Okie dokie, that's great. /R D20 16.
That's it. So you're able to bust free of the clutches of sins of the father, and just in time too. Is there anything? Well, that'll be your turn using the save.
Yeah, okay.
So that, yeah. So when you do like when you go to do the save, that like busts your turn or whatever, because that's like the end of the turn. But if you stayed in his clutches, he was gonna dip. He was gonna give you a nice dip. So.
Oh yeah, that's that doesn't sound very fun. It's okay.
No.
It's okay. I don't need to take a bath here.
Yeah, you don't want to take a bath here. Speaking of taking a bath here, Sins of the Father rushes over to where Soren is. Soren, 26 versus AC.
Yeah.
That'll be 4 points of psychic damage,
Mm-hmm.
and I need a hard save.
Okay, Soren's dead. Or down.
Happy birthday,
and-
Chris.
Yeah, thank you. Andy failed his save.
All right, so you're grappled.
See you guys. Take care, Oleander.
All right,
Thanks for rescuing me. Bye.
You got it.
Clyde moves yet again, just kind of scuttling along here. We're at the top of the
I
order
don't like
again.
Clyde.
Yeah, I don't like Clyde either, but yet here we are. They snooze away. Constance, it is your turn.
Yay. Okay. Heck. All right. Heck. All right. God damn it. All right. We're gonna run, and I wanna attack Clyde. Oh, that's gonna be a heck of a stunt, though, to get there.
You want to attack? You cannot hurt Clyde.
Why can't we hurt Clyde?
Because Clyde is just an amorphous blob of flesh that Soren could not kill in the tunnels.
Oh, that's Whatever. All right, I'm gonna.
It's not very smart though.
No.
You can trick Clyde. I have learned that.
Oh, okay, well, I want to try to run across to get to the other buggos then.
All right.
That's
so,
gonna be some stunting.
Yeah, it's gonna require a stunt. So,
That's Dex plus backgrounds, right?
well, whatever skill you're using, it depends what you're doing to get across.
Yeah, I wanna like run as fast as I can and parkour over there.
Okay. Okay.
26.
So you're good. You're able to jump to the same island as Clyde. I do not recommend staying there.
Can I run again?
Sure can. You can go to either this place or this place.
The
Or this
bottom
one.
one with all the bugs.
Are you sure? Because that's where Soren was, and Clyde goes where Soren was.
Ugh, but fine. I'm gonna go to the one on the left then, the bottom left.
This one?
Yeah,
All right. So give a
All right.
roll.
28.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yay!
Constance is just kind of hardcore parkouring around here.
Yep.
Oleander. What's up,
Yep.
AJ?
No, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Oleander, it is your turn. You have your full spell list again. You have your abilities. You're no longer a small, helpless child.
Okay, great. And Soren is unconscious and grappled by sins of the father?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Channel Life because I got no other allies around to risk fucking up right now.
Sure.
And that's 26 versus MD.
Sure works.
Then Soren, that means you get to heal using a recovery, and Sins of the Father takes sorry. 22 points of negative energy damage.
Oh, heck yeah.
Nice. So this energy, this negative energy is just kind of sent towards the Sins of the Father, going into the eyes of the Plague Doctor mask. Soren comes to through the healing and realizes he's being grappled by the good doctor, Sins of the Father creature. As we go to Soren's turn.
I'm just gonna use my quick action to take a potion for myself.
Sure.
Soren just like wakes up grappled. He just reaches for like his dagger in his boot, and he's just gonna try to jam it into this thing. That is an 18 to hit AC.
That will hit.
Nice. I never get to roll these dice. 16 points of damage,
All right.
and yeah.
Do you want to
Alright.
rally again? Because I can let you do that as a free action if you'd like.
I would like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Triss is
You're
just kind of
welcome.
like, stay in it. You're not down yet.
Hang in there, buddy.
And Soren's over here just like with the dagger, just like stabbing away at Sins of the Father.
Strike, just one more to the left, okay?
All right, Triss, it is your turn.
Like a mom at a soccer match.
Amazing.
Okay, wow. I'm gonna just rally for myself because my health isn't super duper either. So that'll be my turn. Also, I have a -1 to dex things, so I think moving across these things might be
You
like
don't
the
have
rest
to
of the
use
health.
dex. It just depends on what you describe you're doing.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
will determine like if you're like, oh, I want to like if someone wants to use their magic, they could do that. Or if you're like, oh, I want to
Cool.
surf this thing on the radioactive whatever. Anyway, Soren's getting dropped into the radioactive goop.
I don't like that.
Soren, you take 8 points of radiation. And that's not good.
I got the ointment. We're fine.
Okay.
Soren, at 8 points of radiation, you have a minor mutation. So it's something innocuous, such as, maybe your eye colors do weird things. You begin to glow, perhaps, or maybe
Yay! Glow Club!
you
Glow
sport a
Club,
constant
welcome.
sunburn.
I'll just look down. It's kind of hot, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you become like Smurf blue. That's like what it is. It's nothing like mechanically terrible, but it's just something like where it's like, oh, this is an inconvenience.
He'll get rid of it.
So Clyde is up, and both those buggos, Clyde is eating, and that's why you can't kill Clyde, because Clyde is a bottomless pit that just continues to eat. And we go back to the top of the order. The escalation die goes up to 4. So Soren and Oleander, you're both afraid because of your terror points. All the mutaflies are dead, so they don't get a turn anymore. Constance, it is your turn. Soren took a radioactive bath.
Is there any way that I can get to Sins of the Father? Like,
Right now? No.
it's gonna take a couple turns, right?
I mean, you could go boop, boop, and then almost be there.
Yeah.
Or you could remember a specific detail about Constance and just swim.
Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. Sure, let's swim.
Yeah, because Constance does not feel the effects of radiation due to her biomancy origins.
Oh,
So
nice.
Constance can start wading through and can work her way towards Sins of the Father.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
That's gonna take my whole turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then with that, Oleander, it is your turn.
Yeah, Soren are you still in the stuff? Do you need help getting out?
I'm still grappled.
You're still
Soren was like
grappled.
dipped. He's just like getting dipped right now.
Yikes.
Like an
Okay.
Italian beef.
Yup.
Damn, that's me.
Happy birthday.
I guess can Oleander tell, like, can she help pull him free, or is it like I just need to attack Sins of the Father?
You can pull him free, yeah, because like remember the goal here isn't to kill everything. The goal is just to
Right.
get the fuck out.
All right. Oleander will try. She's not the strongest, but she's kind of like, we need to just get out of here, I think, right now. That's a 19 strength.
So Oleander, as Soren's kind of pulled out of the radioactive goop, you just kind of grab and just desperately start yanking on him, and you're able to pull him free, both of you kind of tumbling back onto this raised stone platform. You can see Clyde is also beginning to zero in toward you both, so moving is likely a very good tactical move right now.
Yeah, I guess I can't try to move on to the next section or anything, right? That would be
You could,
my action.
yeah.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if it took like my action to try to get over. All right, so once Soren's out, I'm just gonna look at him and be like, we need to get out of here. We are not losing anyone else today. Let's go. And I'll try to hop to the next section.
Sure. Go ahead and make that check.
Yikes. Nope. That's a 3 on the die, so anything that I think I could possibly think to add to it would still not be enough.
Luckily, it's only peril. It's so just don't let bad shit happen until your next turn. Soren, it is your turn. Clyde's getting pretty damn close.
All right. So I'm gonna try to jump to where Oleander just did. First of
Okay.
all, with my movement. God dang. 18 again. Keep rolling the
All
same
right,
number.
so you're just able to hop on over, joining Oleander.
And then I would like to. This is out of the box, okay? I'd like to try to shove Sins of the Father to where I just was, where Clyde is headed.
Sins of the Father is. I'm not gonna say it's a shove necessarily, but I'll say you could use an environmental trick to push Sins of the Father towards Clyde. I will allow it.
Okay. Do I need to describe that? Do I need to come up with something?
Like, I mean, if you want to do something that's not strength, sure.
Yeah. Fuck, no, I can't. I'm just gonna try to shove him, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, that's nothing. 9.
Yeah, so you just kind of push against Sins of the Father's writhing tentacles, and nah.
Fair enough. All right, that's it.
Triss, it is your turn.
Cool. Can I like break some of this down to make like a bridge to make it easier to walk? Like just like
You
shove
could.
some of the wall.
You could just do one of these. Boom. You're on the other side. There's a land bridge right here.
Oh, hey, Nito. Cool. I can walk normally with my legs.
So you could like get over here and then like be like, all right, team, let's go.
Yeah. I'm gonna use scramble, which allows them to all make a movement.
Oh, so everyone does? Holy
That's
shit.
awesome.
Once I'm
Holy
near enough,
shit.
I can do that. Yeah. So I was trying to get closer to. I think I have to roll 1d3. So this is D3. So let's see how many of them can get a free movement.
That's so cool.
All 3 of you. Let's go.
Holy shit. So everyone gets a free move. Constance just is like, okay, cool.
You get a move. You get a
You
move.
get a move and you get a move. Constance can just be like, all right. And then you two just have to make that save to get across. Just don't fuck up, Oleander.
No, I just
Listen.
Constance just stands there and is like, I will help you across. I am your stepping stone in the muck.
Oh, no.
About that, don't fuck up, Oleander. That's a big old one.
Constance is helping. No.
It's a big 1.
A 1, yes.
No.
Can I roll to drag Oleander?
Can I roll to be better?
So Oleander will also be inflicted with 8 points of radiation.
But,
Oleander,
Everyone gets to glow.
you will also obtain a minor mutation as well.
What else is new?
So Constance kind of like throws you onto the thing after you fall into the radioactive goo.
Is that
It-
HP too, or is it just the radiation points?
The HP will be affected until I will let you know when it stops affecting it. That's once you get the major mutation, your HP comes back.
Okay.
You just have to eat enough radiation where you become a mutant, a super mutant instead, I guess. That's the best way to word it.
Dick. I'm gonna be an X-Men.
And with that, Triss,
That's my turn.
Sins of the Father's up. Dare you interrupt for the last time? And Triss, that's a nat 20 to hit you.
No.
That's not very nice. Okay.
I'm also going to need you to make me a hard save.
Okay.
As you take 18 points of psychic damage.
Okie dokie. Nope.
All right, Triss is grabbed by Sins of the Father, and is kind of like pulled towards the radioactive goo. With that-
Oh.
Clyde kind of begins making his way around town, and we go to the top. The escalation die goes up to 5. Constance, it is your turn. Triss has been grabbed.
I wanna smite Sins of the Father to try to get it to let go of one.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Nat 20.
All right.
That is
yeah,
a 31 for those following at home.
all
Wow.
right. So I will just say that's the I win button we needed to get everyone out of there, because you will smack Sins of the Father. Triss will be let go. Soren and Oleander kind of grab Triss, and everyone begins making their way towards the exit.
Woo!
Yay!
Now- As you cross through the threshold of the exit, Soren, you first describe your flight through the tunnels for us in gross, graphic detail.
Like the first day, or just in general?
Yeah, whatever. If you have a prepared passage, now's the time.
Sure. Yeah. So like I mentioned earlier, immediately you just feel this like claustrophobia to an extent, and you're just like in this small tunnel, and all the things that go along with that phobia. You experience it, and as you kind of get into the next passage, you step on something and you just kind of feel it like peel up from your shoe, and you look down and it's just like marrow has completely covered the bottom of this cavern. And just as Clyde had started moving, this too starts moving. And then you just feel yourself running hopelessly away from this. You're not sure where you're going. The tunnels twist and turn, and all of a sudden you're back where you just were. And this thing is still writhing behind you as you were just running. Eventually you watch as you kind of crawl up into this like high alcove off the ground, and you hear the sound of the writhing and just the sticking and slooping as it just kind of like rolls down the hall past you, and you take a deep breath, but not for long, as you look in the tiny alcove and there's another little sapling forming across the wall, and you quickly get the sense that this is not so much a prison as almost like a feeding, and you just feel your heart sink. And that's what Soren thought for 39 days.
So then there's the wonderful feeling of like mouths and maws kind of just reaching around you and slurping around you. And that's why we're going to shift over to Oleander's point of view. You're describing for us running away from Inquisitors, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Pretty much. I've got Oleander's memory of her heist with Isidore, really. And
yeah, I think that
flight.
fits the vibe we're going for.
Yeah. So I wrote a thing just to make it easier for me. That I guess if we're sort of shifting from views of like the tunnels, now your vision puts you into an ornate Covithian cathedral chamber with a pedestal in the center and a small box on top. As Oleander, or you rather, slowly walk across the room, golden glyphs light up on the floor, each step filling you with a strange, almost welcoming warmth. Your hands reach out, and they're luminous, truly glowing with radiant light. Not at all tinged gray or shadowy like they've been increasingly since you've met Oleander. You're like a soft candle of sunlight. There's also a very fine silver and red gemmed bracelet on your wrist that fills you with happiness, but you've never seen Oleander wear it before. You reach the box and touch it briefly, and it opens on its own, giving you a glimpse of what you now know to be an Ecrix amulet inside. You pick it up and turn to show a smiling Isidore who's grinning at you through a warded doorway and waves for you to come back. There's a blur of memory and time as everything sort of skips forward and rushes. You see and hear flashes of fights echoing in your ears. You hear alarms blaring. You see shots of a blood-splattered Isidore who reassures you, grabbing your hand and dragging you through a network of stone halls. You can feel your shoulder, back, and hips scream with pain as you try to keep up. You almost drop your cane as it's totally useless in your flight. But you push yourself to keep up despite the pain, knowing that you'll be worse than dead if the church catches you. Another jump forward, and you're in a vast cathedral. Isidore is battling a mage who wears the garb of an inquisitor. You see he's about to be struck down, killed before your very eyes. You panic, unable to stand by and let Isidore die. You love them, and you won't let the Inquisition take someone else that you love from you. You throw your hands out before you, channeling your fear, your hatred. You watch the shadow of your necromancy lash out, wrapping around the Inquisitor, decomposing her while she still lives, screaming until nothing is left but dust. Isidore looks at you in horror, and you feel yourself filled with horror. You've never killed. You've never cast a necromancy spell like that, and you feel yourself filled with this bitter, cold shame as you realize that the Inquisition has been right about you all along, and you are a monster. And then there's a blast behind you, and you feel excruciating pain in your back, and everything blurs as you fall. Isidore runs past you to battle with the new assailant as you hear somebody scream, "Witch!" followed by 2 more blasts and more pain in your back and shoulder. You're very cold when Isidore reappears and drags you to your feet. Time blurs again, and you're not sure if it's the Dreamquake now or shock from the injury. Everything hurts. You're being dragged once again, sometimes literally, through the streets of a bustling Empire City, undetected amidst the chaos of celebrations, joyous and raucous for Brewers Day. Time keeps skipping as you flee further and further, making it further out of the city into the surrounding woods. And then everything returns to normal as you collapse entirely on the road, unable to keep going. Isidore keeps trying to drag you on, encouraging you at first. And then he tells you that he can't stay with you anymore. Not while you're like this. He says you're just slowing him down, leaving a trail. He can't keep helping you, and being caught isn't an option. He takes the box that you got for him, that all of this was for. But he tries to comfort you, assures you that of course he won't just leave you right in the middle of the road, don't worry. He holds you. You're cold, weak with blood loss, and you feel reassured by his warmth. He gives you a kiss and smiles at you. Then he shoves you. Pushes you. You fall backwards, tumbling down a hill, rolling to the bottom of a deep ditch beside the road until you come to a stop in a broken heap. You can't move at all now, and you realize distantly you can't breathe either. Your body's giving up at last. Isidore's face peers down at you dispassionately from the ledge above, and you hear him simply say, "It's nothing personal, my sweet flower." And then he's gone, and everything fades away. The echoes of his last word turn into the unearthly crashes of a hammer on a forge, and your memory shifts, and your vision changes.
And Constance, you're walking through the swampy grounds around Eternal Trust. You've just made it outside of the village. The lighthouse, yet again, appearing over the horizon in the night. And you hear a voice, kind of like a chorus of multiple voices that you've known throughout your life. One of them being Mother Superior at one point saying, "What do you mean, Constance? There never was a lighthouse there." Constance, it beckons to you, the light breaking through the ethereal clouds and the shadows. You hear the voices, familiar yet strange to you, calling out, beckoning you to join them for flight from this terrible place. And that's when you hear the voice, "Minerva, what brings you back to this dreadful place?" The light grows brighter and brighter before overcoming your vision. And as your vision returns, you find yourself, all of you in Constance's point of view, standing with the good doctor in a castle court. And we'll go to break real quick before I break brains here. And stick around. It's getting wild. And watch the cool thing AJ made. That's why you should stick around. Well, watch the
Yeah,
cool
it was
thing.
really cool. It was really cool.
All right, we'll be right back. Bye. Okay.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Now, hello. We're not
Hi.
talking slander about Chicago cuisine.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I don't know if I can go on like this after this slander to the deep dish Chicago style pizza.
It's not
Anyway.
good.
Anyway, we left the group off there, seeing through Constance's eyes. You are in a castle court. Soren, You easily recognize this magnificent castle to be part of the this court area is part of the royal palace in Maywood. You, as Constance and the good doctor, stand before the Queen, Core Skyheart. So Soren, tell me a little bit about your time with the Queen, your memories with the Queen. You and her, you've got a lot, right?
Yeah. So yeah, those of you who have not seen, the Queen doesn't like Soren very much because he basically stole her youngest daughter away from her.
Oof.
And so she doesn't like that very much. And the Queen is under the impression that Soren brainwashed her into the Watcher's way of thinking, when in reality, the Queen's daughter just didn't like her way of thinking. So yeah, I've been leaving the Queen description list, if you've noticed, the past like 3 campaigns, because I think that everyone just has their own idea of her in their head at this point. And
Yep.
That'll stay. So that's pretty much it. She's a very intimidating figure, I will say that. I mean, she's the Queen for a reason, and she knows how to wield her power. So, and Soren doesn't like her very much.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
So what exactly happened with Anastasia's death?
Man, we're going to the death.
I want like the
Drama time.
Well, if you must know, invasive members of the Emerald Caravan, Soren and Isidore and Magnessa and Anastasia were taking a trip to Briar one day, the next big city over, basically. Anastasia and Soren had got a hair to get married that day. They were ready to put it in writing, get the rings, and get it going. So they got to Briar, the beautiful city of Briar, the Dome City. Soren and Magnessa took off in one direction, and Isidore and Anastasia took off in the other direction. They see Soren and Anastasia embrace and just like smile at each other sweetly and say that they'll see each other in a few hours. Magnessa and Soren go and pick out Anastasia's ring. It's a beautiful, it's actually like made of wood. It's kind of like ground, and there's actually like inscriptions that Soren wrote in the shop when he bought it. And you actually notice that he still wears that ring.
Damn, it ain't just a basket.
Yeah, way cooler than a basket. And so he actually still wears that ring. You recognize as one of his 11 that he wears on his hands. And so Magnessa and Soren, Magnessa looks up at Soren as his best friend in the world and asks, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And Soren just kind of like laughs and like pushes her shoulder out of the way, and she's just nagging him the whole time they're walking, like, "I don't know, she's not that great," and just totally nagging him when it's obviously in good fun. So Soren and Magnessa go to the rendezvous point about 3 hours into their little shopping trip, and Soren he's cleaned up a little bit, but this isn't nothing. This is far from a formal wedding, so he is not super dressed up. So when they get to the rendezvous point, they get there a little early, and eventually they get a little nervous, and the town bells start ringing that you've all experienced in Briar, actually. And a look of like panic just comes across Magnessa's face. She says, "We have to leave. We're not really supposed to be here." And Soren makes her wait, holds her back for a little while, and says, "We're not leaving." They wait for an hour. It turns on to 2 hours. And eventually, a sweat-covered Isidore from Oleander's vision. He looks pretty much the same as he did in Oleander's vision. Maybe a little. This would be younger. Maybe a little younger, but that's it. And he comes up and he has like tears streaking down his face, and he tells Soren that they took Anastasia, and that Lord Briar took Anastasia.
All right. Anything else to add to that?
And eventually, Soren didn't attend but nobody attended because it was a closed thing at the middle of the night, but she was banished to the endless tunnels by her
Lovely.
mother.
Mom of the year.
Mm-hmm. Truly.
So, after experiencing all that, we flash back. The good doctor looking toward Queen Skyheart. The usual calm and collected ruler appearing visibly frazzled and upset. That's when Belmont speaks to her. My psychomantic procedures have proven quite effective at both modifying behavior and this is when the queen begins turning toward the good doctor, curious as to what he offers for her plight. Well, my little lamb here is capable of many things at my instruction. Is that not right, Constance?
And at that, Constance's back straightens and she just looks ahead and just nods her head.
Queen Skyheart, you have nothing to fear anymore. Never again will one of your children be a problem like Anastasia was. And with that, the vision just kind of... And for a moment, the party's just standing there in the gray, scorched-out crags of Steel Bastion.
We're all, like, normal again?
Yeah, for a second here, yeah.
You have been through a lot.
Oh, Soren, I do not remember that. I promise I did not know I'm so sorry.
I think Soren's just like sitting on a rock, like twisting the wooden ring on his finger around. And he'll like get up after a minute and just like place a hand on Constance's shoulder and say, Constance, that was not your fault.
I was there. I do not remember, but I was there.
It's all right. You didn't know me then. You didn't know her. It's all right. Somebody has clearly lied to you, and that's never your fault when someone's deceiving you, dear. I've had a long time to be angry about this.
It is when we were all experiencing everything and seeing everything, and I was able to see through your eyes and see those memories for the first time as you, but also as me, that I had never seen those before. Those are not my... I do not think those are mine.
I'll just kind of like pull Constance in for a hug if she'll allow it, and just give her a hug and not really know what to say because Soren doesn't know how to deal with something of that magnitude.
She will definitely allow him to hug her, but she's just very confused and panicking.
I can't even understand what you're going through, Constance, and I'm sorry that happened. I don't know why this guy has fucked with both of our lives, basically.
I wish I had answers for you. I should have answers for you. I should have answers for you.
Constance, that was 6 years ago for me. I've already closed the book on it. It's okay. There's nothing you could have done.
It makes you feel better at all. When I was turned into a human, there was pieces of myself missing, knowledge I used to know, information that was gone forever. It isn't easy to know that there's gaps and know that there's something that you don't understand anymore, but it doesn't make the life you have now any less real. You have found the person you want to be. You have found your friends. You have found who you are, and you're going to continue doing that. Continue making yourself, understanding your past, getting this information back. It's probably confusing, and it's much more of a curse than a gift at this point. But it doesn't have to negate who you're becoming, and you don't have to let it change you in any way if you don't want it to.
Thank you.
No, please.
I did not even know what was missing.
I'm sure that must have been very difficult to go through.
Oleander, give me a arcane or like it's just like a magic bullshit.
Magic
knowledge.
bullshit.
I don't know. I'm guessing you're just kind of sitting there assessing the situation.
Yeah, she's feeling a lot of feelings
Yeah.
after reliving dying again. Death becomes her? Would that make sense? Or
Whatever one, a freaking nerd would actually make more sense here.
that's a damn 30, yo.
All right, the presence that connected with Constance's mind is draconic in origin and nature.
Ooh.
And whatever creature has connected with her mind has also undergone experimentation under biomancy, hence the heightened psionic interference currently going on. Sorry to interrupt, Constance and Triss. I just, we wanted to get that knowledge out there.
Constance, I will say if you... Sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
Constance, I will say if... I know it's hard now, but if you want to channel this into something positive, Queen has other children that we could get out of there.
I think that is the problem. I think I did something. Or helped do something.
Yeah.
I think things were done to you, Constance.
Yeah,
And
it's nothing you did.
Someone else is in control of the situation. It isn't the person's fault when they're being used as the tool. I have used many people as a tool. I am the one who bears all the blame for that. Never them. And in your case, never you.
So Triss, so why don't you describe what it's like to be a sword and to suck the life force out of people who just made the terrible decision to be vulnerable and manipulated by you?
I mean, in my defense, I did give them all of the closets up front, so they knew what they were getting into.
They sure did, but you know.
But am I a bad person? 100%. Yeah, so
that's just Triss's and Yvette's cheers. That's how they toast.
I'm a bad person. Am I a bad person? 100%.
100%. Do I have a very toxic friendship? 100%. 100%. Cheers!
All right, so
okay, so for real, and not just going back to Yvette and Triss being bad people together, which is incredible.
That can happen too. That probably happens somewhere interspersed in there. There's weird memory shit going on.
It is weird memories. Maybe not though, because then everyone knows that Yvette asked me. I know Yvette, so maybe
not every memory, but you know.
Okay, so what is it like to eat a person? That is a really great question. Let's start from the top here. What is it like to be something that isn't human? Well, it's a little bit indescribable for Triss as a human. And in this weird dreamscape, she's able to grasp on just a little bit more into what it's like to be something that sees beyond of humanity, to be at a place that's different, whose mind works in a completely different way, rather than viewing life as a sequence of memories and experiences and existence where you meet up with other people and learn more about yourself. Instead, life is constant opportunities where everyone else is beneath you, moving around, and you just have to pull a certain string here or there just to make what you want to happen. And in Triss's case, the Red Sword's case, there's a price for life, and the way they pay it is by taking others. So, you find someone desperate, young, 18 to 20 in that range, so you can get the most out of them, willing to trade their life on a chance for glory, and you let them have a taste of it. And you deal with their whining, their little tantrums, all the little fits they throw as you make them into something more than they were. And, well, it's like taking a worm and placing it on your desk and helping it every day, watching it wiggle, helping it make its own little cavern and little tunnel. I mean, you're doing other things through that. I mean, your basic goal is not to help this worm. It's just a little side project for you. But you do grow fond of it in a way. It becomes your worm. It's pathetic. It's sad. But it's yours. And you watch it struggle, and you watch it wiggle and worm. And by the time that you have some sort of bond with it, well, it's already too late. The time has come, and it must die for you to live. So, you take its life, it intertwines with your own, feeding you, becoming stronger, all that strength that you helped it gain, all those little worm steps it helped make, it becomes yours, and you feel brighter and stronger and more alive than you have. But there is something missing. Since the worm is gone now, and all that time you spent with it, well, it nags at you in the back of your mind. And you feel some, not guilt exactly, because you don't feel that, of course not. Why would you pick it over you? You are obviously superior. One of you has to live, and it's going to be you. But a sense of loss, or as close as the Red Sword can feel, is there. And then you find a new one, a new little worm, again and again and again. Looking back on it now with experience, with years, 30 years of being a human, the act is much more disgusting. I mean, now you know what it's like to be a worm. Now you've seen it, you've been through it, you've watched all the little struggles and all its steps, and you know how many times you've squished these lives. You've taken them, you made them your own, just so that you could live. And it's something that horrifies you, and it's something that will always horrify you, because your existence is made off the back of hundreds of others. Yeah, I don't really know what that was. I apologize.
No, that's good. That was perfect. So everyone kind of gets to live and sit with those feelings that Triss has, and truly maybe kind of understand, like maybe Triss, for once in your life, someone can truly, finally understand what it's like to be a sword and eat people.
Soren's probably just like, yeah, everyone else is a worm. This is my normal life.
I like Triss. I like that Triss.
I like that Triss. But like Soren's like, but if I'm a worm, I'm the better looking worm, right?
I was a pretty worm, right? Like, you could tell, right? Like, you knew, right? That I was a pretty worm.
All right.
I feel a little sick now. Oh.
So
are we all bad people?
in the darkness of the ruins, Constance, you see that familiar, that light shining through the ethereal psionic clouds. You kind of just hear the voices of all the people you've ever caused harm to in your life.
Ooh.
as a chorus kind of calling out to you, asking you to join them at the lighthouse. And then all the people Oleander's hurt joins the choir. All the people Soren is hurt. Anastasia's voice. Mother's voice. Sweet, sweet Emmy's voice. All those vulnerable apprentices. Every last worm who came asking for strength. All of them specters and ghosts, apparitions and memories of people you once knew or maybe even cared about. All calling you to join them at the lighthouse in this haunting song.
Yeah, Constance is running straight towards it.
Oh, no, why would you run to... No, oh, okay, well, we should chase after her.
Just like tears everywhere. Running full speed.
Going after her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Constance, as you begin making your way to the lighthouse, you begin feeling the rain pitter-patter upon your pretty head. And, as Constance is running towards the lighthouse, her hood comes down for a moment, and you see her hair has adjusted in color. Her hair's grown a bit redder since you've entered this place. And you hear that strange voice again. Minerva, why have you returned to this place? Have you forgotten who you are? And in the misty haze of the rain in the night, you see standing at the foot of the lighthouse the good doctor with 3 familiar folks. Those people from the very photograph that you discovered earlier in Steel Bastion. And the good doctor sees Constance approaching from the brush. There you are, Constance. Did you really think you could get away? Did you think you were going to escape?
What are you doing with them?
Well, it's fortunate that your darling friend. And then you see behind them, Brother Judgment steps forward with Friendly. He's got like that big tough hand on Friendly's shoulder, and Friendly looks visibly shaken. Well, a little birdie was singing about running away. Mother Superior couldn't have it, and neither could I.
Just let them go. I won't leave. I will not leave. I will stay here. Do not hurt them. Let them go.
Oh, I won't hurt them, but I can't let them go. They've broken the rules of eternal trust, and for that they must pay and be taught a lesson. An important lesson.
What lesson?
And he turns towards them. Why, the truth, of course. Your savior is actually my life's work. I created Constance. I brought her here, and it is I who will bring this world salvation. And he turns towards Constance. Now, little lamb, why don't you teach your family a lesson they'll never forget? And Constance, when you turn towards your companions, each one of them looks like one of your family members. And that is where I'm going to ask everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Okay.
21.
Shit, Oleander, like not rolling like booty for once on that initiative.
15. Oh, how the turntables.
Wow.
27.
Fuck.
Always got a one up away.
Fuck you, Soren. Should have just let Sins of the Father kill you earlier.
I'm gonna let you die too, and he's just yelling.
Just pointing at each other. It's just a Spider-Man meme.
You'd still be a kid if it wasn't for me.
Children, please, there's a real enemy coming.
All right, I just need your.
I clicked on it. I'm hoping Roll20 decides to like me and roll
This
it.
is why I just roll my normal dice. I'm telling you, the best.
Oh boy, am I bad at math.
That's why I programmed
That's
an
fair,
Excel spreadsheet to roll for me.
Oh boy, does that sound smart?
So as Constance turns to face you, the rain that's falling turns from water into blood as it begins just like spattering all of you, and the lake water just becomes a lake made of crimson.
18. Sorry.
Shit. Okay, everyone's going before Constance. All right, so the fight's pretty clear. Constance v. everyone. Let's go. Unless you don't want to hurt Constance, that's up to you though. Soren, it's your turn.
I shoot no.
Fair.
Bam.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Well, Soren's trying to shoot her. She'll be fine.
So the doctor's not there. It's literally just Constance.
Oh, now it's just Constance turning to
Okay.
fight you.
Well, shit. I'm just going to look at Constance and lower my weapons and just say gently, Constance, we're your friends. I'm Soren, not whoever you think I am. And I'm just gonna slowly start casting Song of Heroes in case. And I will just target my two current allies.
Oops. All right, Oleander, it is your turn. Yeah, Constance doesn't look like she's about to back down.
Like, her face definitely kind of seems like it's disconnected from her body at the moment. Like, the way that they're acting, like, her body is coming towards you, weapons drawn, quite menacingly, but she's, like, sobbing, and there's just tears everywhere.
Okay. Sorry, I want to see how this thing works, because I just had an idea that I didn't think of before. Alex, how does, fairy fire work in this? Because I'm just looking at my options with
It's an
parting
attack
gift.
versus P. It's a spell attack versus PD.
Okay, what's it do?
It deals damage, and then it also makes them vulnerable. Here, let me pull it up.
Okay, that doesn't quite sound like what I want to do anyway. I just figured it was quicker to ask you, the druid.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Go scrolling through the spell lists.
No, I hear you. Yeah, so fairy fire, it 3d6 plus wisdom fire, and the target's vulnerable.
Okay.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. Shit, I'm not going to do that right now. Oleander's going to go ahead. I'm going to summon undead and
Oh,
position
put some bodies.
Yeah, I'm going to position the my skeletons between us and Constance. Just to pretty much have them be like meat shields.
How many
Actually,
do you
I think
summon?
they're zombies. Let me check. Gotta roll for it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, 4.
All right, so so you're able to put like a little wall, like a little offensive defensive line of skeletons between you and Constance, the linebacker who's coming to sack the quarterback.
Yeah, like I'm just directing them to pretty much try to block Constance, like not necessarily hit her back yet.
All right.
They'll just eat damage for now.
That's fine. I mean, I'm sure. So let's see, Triss, your
Yes.
turn.
Cool. Well, the plan here seems to be not to attack Constance, so I'm not going to attack Constance. I think I'm just gonna. They know Constance way better than me, so I'm just gonna follow the lead on this one. Yeah. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait, see how this plays out, just a little bit.
All right, Constance, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna attack the skeletons.
All right. Constance does deal holy damage for reference against the skeletons.
Sorry, I just totally lost my freaking summon page.
You're good. I hate
That
when
has
that
all.
12.
I believe that will miss. Sorry, my PDF is now frozen. But I think my summon zombie AC is like 16 or 18.
Okay. And I'll activate my halo, and that will be turn.
All right, Soren, it's your turn. Escalation dive's going up.
Fuck. I don't know what to do. Why is it my turn?
All right, so Soren, it's the beginning of your turn. We're going to reintroduce a fun little element. So we're at the lighthouse. You can plop as an object in the environment or work with the environment here and make something interactable for the encounter.
I love that shit.
That's fun.
I am going to steal the basket that Fenris gave Constance.
Nice.
And apparate that in my hands.
All right, Soren has a Fenris basket in hand.
I'm going to say, Constance, remember who you are. Remember the people you truly care about. And I will just gesture with the basket. Even if he's not here with us right now, all of those feelings are from the new person you've become in your journeys rather than this old person you were forced to be. And that'll be my turn. I'm not going to attack her. So.
All right. Oleander, it is your turn.
Okay.
You also may manifest an object into being, some sort of environmental thing, a basket from Fenris.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of exactly what route I want to go with this because I've got a loose idea and I'm trying to think of what. Oleander's gonna sort of she's gonna manifest. Fuck. Oh, I have two ideas now and I don't know which one to do. Okay. She's gonna manifest Azara's like lance and just sort of hold it in her hands, like out, not like in an attacking like way, just to sort of like she's sort of picking up like what Soren was trying to do and is trying to help sort of remind Constance of who she is now and who she's made herself. And she'll hold out Azara's lance and just sort of be like, Constance, you are your own person now, and you have your own caravan and your own family here with you. And we need to go get the rest. We need you to come back to us.
All right, anything else?
Nope, just keeping my skellies between us.
That's a good plan. Triss, it is your turn. You also are able to summon things into being.
Cool. So like Home Alone style, can I just like summon a little trip rope so that way if she walks past the skeletons she'll fall on that? Like
Sure.
a Mario Party
Amazing.
banana situation.
Sure. Anything else?
No, that's my summon. I'm gonna follow up on the talk since that's what we've all decided to do is that, and I'm following everyone's lead on that, and I'm just gonna say, well, I know what it's like to be the one pulling the strings on other people. And from seeing those memories, seeing a bit of my past, you might think that the ones who bark the loudest, who try to be the strongest, always win, but I'm proof that isn't the case. Esmeralda Aethith was just a human like you, and she managed to get one over me. She managed to free herself, to make me a human, to make me have a chance to be a better person. Who you are, Constance, who you choose to be, the people around you. You are the strength, you are the light. You are going to win over whoever messed with you, whatever they did to you. They don't get to choose who you get to be. You do.
All right, beautiful. This is all so very wonderful so far. Constance, it is your turn to react.
Yeah, with each new thing that her friends summon and how they talk to her, she just cries harder and harder. And as she's like, just it almost obscures her vision as she just wildly hacks at the skeletons and keeps missing because she can't see what she's doing, and all she can choke out through her sobs is, "Please run away!"
And Constance, at the end of your turn, you hear the familiar orcish eagle slide on the pistol, rack into place, and you can feel in your hand the good doctor's pistol in your own. Perhaps this will get the job taken care of, Constance. And with that, Soren, it is your turn.
I think Soren's gonna like just walk up and like drop his items and his book and his gun on the ground, and even just like unbutton his armor a little bit and just show like I don't care if you hit me, and just say, Constance, we're not running. That's not what friends. That's not what a caravan does. And I have faced many worse people than you in my time, and yet I still stand by them. And I always talk about my family, but you are also an extension of that, like it or not, at this point. So go ahead and hit me if you need to. And Soren will just like have his armor just kind of like slowly unstrapping it.
This is not the time to be getting sexy, okay?
Wrong ship.
If Fenris were here right now, Soren, he'd kick your ass. All
Sorry.
right, Oleander, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to... Ooh. Oleander's gonna... She's gonna turn and, like, really quickly start digging through her bags in, like, on the back of her chair. And because she's just, like, been sort of like the pack horse, like, carrying a bunch of stuff, because that's what Sam do when I go out with my friends. I have that wheelchair bag and I will put it to use. She's gonna dig through the bottom of it, and she's gonna pull out Emmy's old compass. Just the big old flat disc that she, remembers everybody, looking over when they got Emmy's things. And she'll come over sort of like next to Soren, not putting herself quite in the way, but making sure Constance can see it. And she's actually going to sort of like shove the compass like into Constance's hands. And she's just going to be like, Constance, I know right now it feels like you can't control things, but you get to choose your own path and direction, and maybe this can help you find it. And I step backwards.
Good plan. So when you hand Constance the compass, it Oleander, you kind of notice the compass flashes with like emerald flames for a moment, and it begins the pendulum on it begins swinging a little bit. Tris, your turn.
You're muted. Zoom.
I am muted. Okay. Wow, this is just like a lot of emotions. I've known you guys like a day. This is a little bit hard for me personally. Hold on, I'm just going to pulls out my book of interpersonal relationships, and just kind of skims through it really quickly, and just desperately pulls out another book. God dang it, there's no a mind control chapter in either of these. This is very unfair. And I'm just gonna throw the books back, and I'm just okay, you know what? No, this is silly. I have been here as a human for 30 years, and I haven't seen such true camaraderie and love amongst other people in a very long time. Constance, these people care about you so greatly and so deeply. You are truly blessed, and I want you to see yourself as they do and see how much you deserve such love, and to just reach out and take it for yourself. That's all I can say. And also, talk more about your problems. I feel like this is all happening because none of you ever talk to each other about anything. And now it's all unleashing. So maybe in the future, talk more.
A disembodied voice. You're goddamn right.
Oh my god.
Thanks
All
for
right.
fucking me up.
Tris, that's wonderful. Constance, your friends, they're being so wonderful to you.
It only makes it worse because she can't stop herself, and the longer this goes on, the more obvious it gets that she has absolutely no control over what her body is doing right now. And she's trying really, really, really hard not to hurt anybody, but the gun's in her hand, and she closes her eyes and shoots.
All right.
At Oleander shit.
Oh.
That's not gonna bring up old memories. That's not gonna
That scans.
mess anything up. Luckily it's a 10.
Hey, it actually
plus
misses
5
me.
Orcish Eagle bonus.
God damn it.
Oh.
That hits. That hits my 14 AC.
So, Oleander, for a moment, when Constance raises the gun at you, Constance, the white noises, and there's Muertos for a second. Just. All right, go ahead and roll the damage on that, Constance. Use D12.
Oh, no.
This is fine.
Give me a sec. I gotta get the actual dice for that.
Sorry.
No. I don't wanna. Shit.
Meanwhile, Soren's cool.
I was right here, Constance.
Oh god. 27.
Oh, fuck.
27. Oh, I'm very unconscious. Actually, I might be really fucked. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Because my HP is also decreased right now with...
Yeah, but it doesn't affect your if you die thing.
Oh, it
It's
doesn't?
just
Okay.
yeah, it's more like a temp.
Well, hang on, though. How much was that? 27, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm unconscious, but not good.
Oof. So yeah, just the bullet just hits Oleander right in a really familiar spot. You know what spot I'm talking about.
Yep.
And and Oleander just hits the floor. Just
I'm sorry.
you just hear
Zara's lance she was holding dissipates.
you just hear the good doctor's voice. Good. Now finish the other 2 off. All right, Soren, buddy. It's your turn. Things are not looking great right now.
Oh, well. Yeah, so Soren's going to, He's gonna walk up to Constance in melee range and just grab the orcish eagle and just like press it to his chest, as Azara once kind of did to him, and just tell Constance in a whisper that I'm going to die before I lose another member of the caravan. That's what he's gonna do this turn. Story of Heroes goes down.
Oh, what happens when that goes down?
Somebody gets a +2, so I will give it to Triss because one is the only one left standing.
Oleander,
Oh,
it is your
about that,
turn.
Oleander, you can rally now. I can do it to down people, so come back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
When I say that, I'm just gonna be like, okay, so maybe new plan. Don't walk into the gun. No? Okay, what if we try disarming? Right, we don't
Oleander backed away, I'll have you know.
Right,
True.
no, but I'm looking at the other idiot over there standing right into the gun. What? No!
All right, so Oleander wakes up. I'm gonna go ahead and say my skeletons actually probably just sort of react when I went down anyway. Like they're supposed to automatically act to like preserve their summoner. So my skeletons are all going to attack Constance now.
Good plan.
Right? What's your AC? Because it's probably just easier if you tell me.
It is currently It is currently a 23.
23, so only one of the 4 hits.
Okay.
So it'll just be 5 damage to you.
Okay.
Oh wait, actually, I think I might deal extra damage. Give me 1 sec to double check something. Oh yeah, you take an extra d6 because I rolled above a thing.
Ow.
Nice.
Plus 2!
I hurt you even more, friend.
So 7 damage total from my... Technically zombies now, not skeletons, actually. They change as I level. I summon different undead.
Neat.
Yeah. So that's it. Although my zombie also kind of hurts itself when it like hits Constance. Like you see like some of the like flesh and bones like scrape across her armor and like stay there.
Oof. All right, Triss, it is your turn.
I don't know what that ability means. Okay, hold on. So I have something called Enforced Clarity. 1 non-last grasp effect on the target. I don't know what that means. Never mind.
So so anything that's not like killing them.
Okay.
So like if someone's feared, if someone's taking ongoing damage, if someone is dazed, something like that.
Does mind controlled in a dreamscape count as a non?
No, this
That's
is
fair.
this is
That's very
this is something very.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what the plan is, except for like Soren's like kill me. This is his plan currently. I'm not 100% cool with that. I've known them for a day, so I'm not in the whole let's sacrifice our life point of this relationship kind of thing.
Fair. I'm not there yet either. I get it.
Right? So I guess
You gotta at least kiss him first.
right? And it's like I feel I don't want to be the mean person and like attack Constance. So I like kind of look at the other two and I'm like, what is the end goal here? What, I can wait a bit longer if you think it's going to change anything, but I'm not sure if your plan is going to work. What do you want from me here? And that's to like Oleander and Soren.
I think Oleander's like still kind of getting up from the floor. She's just like, I think we need to try to at least knock her out, then we can get out of here.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna go with that. Okay. And then I guess I'll hear her. Sorry about this.
The one day I don't prep hold monster.
I actually like feel good about this. Just so you know, it doesn't feel nice. And I try to hit her with 21.
No. Wait, no, actually one of them hits. So yes, actually 21 meets now.
Okay.
Yay! Yay, you hit me. Yay.
No, I don't feel good about this. No, yes. Take 16 damage, please.
Okay.
All right, Constance, it is your turn.
Soren still pressed himself up against the gun?
Yeah, you can coup de grace him if you want.
Well, I don't want to.
Well, you're gonna have to.
I know. Yes, do that.
All right, so basically, if you hit, you take a you take like a -4 to hit, but if you hit, it's an instant crit.
Okay. Okay, 1 second. $19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. All right. 40 damage.
Soren is
Oh.
unconscious.
Fuck! Just so Constance just like shoots Soren once, and when he hits the ground, just
You alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
So yeah, after Soren hits the ground, Constance continues to fill him with lead, like just mindlessly doing it. And with that, before we jump to Soren's turn, Soren, as your blood kind of bleeds out of your body, it falls into the lake of blood that falls away as the light in the lighthouse grows more intensely. It starts off just with light lavender hues and grows a more intense violet color before the lighthouse itself bursts open. And you are met with this, everyone has seen dead Fenris except for Triss at this point. The specter fury of Fenris, it flies from the top of the lighthouse. Emmy's compass at this point is just going wild. It's spinning all sorts of directions and making all kinds of like alchemical shapes in the sand. And the lake gives way to just stars, constellations, and Fenris will be at the end of the turn order. And you just hear him call out to Constance. No. Soren, you are making...
No! Rally now!
Okay. I have 2 hit points.
Oh!
All right. Oleander, unless you, yeah, that's your, is that your turn, or I don't know what else you have in mind.
Soren?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably just going to recover from getting shot through the chest.
Yeah, just kind of.
Now's probably not the right time, but you also notice Soren has a few other tattoos on his chest, but that's neither here nor there.
Now's not the time, but you also notice he's incredibly hot.
But also,
Have you noticed, like, Soren's are really attractive, everyone?
Just think about it. Just think about it.
All right.
Even bleeding out. Ugh.
Oleander.
It's his glow.
what's the escalation die?
It's at 4 now, so Soren's also afraid.
Okay. Sorry, Constance. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Wave of Decay, which is Oleander's just psychic damage happens spell.
Yep.
So hang on, because it's 2d6 for every escalation die.
Nice.
Also, my skeletons make an attack, but I don't think any hit. The highest is a 20.
No.
Okay. So hang on. So if the escalation is 4, I've got 2. Okay. It's going to be 27 psychic damage, Constance.
Cool.
Sorry.
Don't be. She wants you to hurt her right now. She wants you to stop her.
Yeah, I think it actually sort of because all of this like all happens so quickly, like in real time, that I think Belander's even still sort of like reacting from just getting shot, and she almost lashes out like by accident more than anything with this like psychic attack that's not usually her deal, you know. Yeah. That my skeletons went, never mind.
All right, Triss, your turn. Things are not going great.
Oh, they're really not. Okay, I'm just gonna use inspiring leadership. So whenever I hit something, someone gets HP because they're not doing good on the whole HP thing. So I'm gonna do that, and I don't know if I can do an attack after doing that. I'm not sure what that counts as.
I think that's like using a power as your move. What does it say for the action on it?
It doesn't, because I made a cheat sheet, which just told me what my things
All right,
do.
time to go to the SRD.
I'm so sorry.
No, I want to learn this class. It's like Commander's
So
like one of my
cool.
faves in this. Inspiring leadership. Where is that?
I have that since Madame Curios, and I never needed to use it because we weren't dying.
Well, I mean, welcome to the Emerald Caravan.
Welcome to
and now
this
I'm like,
wonderful campaign.
We're down
I'm
to
like,
playing
oh.
this game with you, so
yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, now it's useful. That's good.
no.
Good for it, though. I'm glad it gets to be useful.
I'm sorry, I'm hurting everybody.
No, it's okay.
No, it's not.
No, it really is. I mean, I really can't say anything. I've killed so many people.
Yep, as long as you're making yeah, it's a quick action, so you could still make a standard action.
Cool. So I guess I'm gonna do my once per counter thing where I hit 3 times just to get these guys more HP.
Yeah.
They're stressing me out so much with their lack of HP.
Yeah, I'm a little stressed too right now, not gonna lie.
If it makes you feel any better, Constance also doesn't have HP.
No, I don't like that any of this is happening, and I don't have good like hits. So I got 120, which might be enough.
Nope.
Maybe. No. Okay. Wait.
21.
21. Ah.
Nothing.
I have a point, I believe, from that thing that I haven't used that I get at the beginning. So I have 2, so I can make it a 22. It is now a 22. Okay. So I can get 1 hit on you.
All right.
Yo, Constance will give you a smite as well. Have fun.
Take this 9 and
Wait,
everyone
how's
else.
Constance gifting a smite?
Because even though they're enemies right now, they're still friends.
All right, fine, I'll allow
The
it.
power of friendship.
Yeah, Alex. It's not the power of allyship. It's the power of friendship.
Yeah, we know what allyship means. And
I don't know what that means though, but thank you.
I'm being snide.
Sorry.
and
It means you
snarky
get to
right now.
add a +4 to your attack and then a d12 to your damage.
Oh, okay. Or D12. That's very nice. Have this too.
Thanks.
11
and
points.
then for you guys, everyone gets like 4 HP, and then one other person gets another 4. Because even though I missed, I still like try to attack them, so it counts. Thankfully, I think so.
Nice.
Who wants the extra 4? Who's looking worse between you two?
I mean, honestly, Oleander drops so much so easily, it's probably better off going to somebody who's not definitely gonna drop and like if someone looks at them too hard.
Okay.
I'll take.
All right, have 8 HP. So that was my plan here, was to get you guys HP. That's all. Goodbye.
Alright, how much damage does Constance take?
Oh yes.
It looks like 11 total.
Yeah, not much.
Okay.
Oh, but I get so many more command points. Ha 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 ha.
Constance, it is your turn.
Oh god. I don't want to do this. But now she's got to shoot Triss.
I like the song though.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oof. I don't want to do this.
Now I gotta shoot Tris.
26.
Oh, hell yeah, you totally hit me.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Alex, am I still rolling d12s?
Yeah,
No,
are you shooting her?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you being so mean when I specifically asked for it?
I know he's a devil, but does he have to be so mean about it? We miss you, Lucy.
20 damage.
Fucking
Okey-dokey.
shit.
That's so much.
A smite
You're so
for me,
strong.
please.
What?
Constance. Little lamb, would you please smite for me?
Fuck. Alright. 29 total.
Okie dokie.
All right, so Fenris just in like a flash of like flames and like ice, like Fenris comes flying down on these feathered wings that are just wreathed in flames, holding the sword that you have. You've seen this blade before. You saw it in the hands of Ober and Night Flame. You've seen it in Fenris's hands now. And it looks like he's back in possession of Scorched Earth, and he lands behind Constance and kind of like pulls his wings around her. And as she kind of wheels around, the sword just in a flash of violet flame cuts the gun in half. Connie, we don't need to do this. You told me that I must stop you if you would ever hurt the caravan. And well, here we are.
I do not want to. I do not want to.
I understand you do not want to, and all those times I hurt other people I didn't want to, but you have to be better than it. I know you can do it, Constance. That's why I love you.
That's probably what does it. I wasn't expecting that, but that's probably what does it. She probably, at hearing that, she just kind of crumbles into him. Just more sobbing, but now she's in control of the sobbing.
Yeah, so Fenris just kind of like envelops her into like these violet feathered wings. And Oleander, as Fenris is there, Parting Gift is just like going nuts right now. And Fenris just kind of takes Constance by both shoulders. Emmy has only allowed me so much time to be here, and I think I have done what I must. Darling, you're so close to finding me again, and me finding you. I believe my sister has the answers now. Farewell, Constance. And like Fenris kind of looks towards the Emerald Caravan, gives a head bow, looks towards Oleander, and just kind of gives an even deeper head bow. And as he kind of pulls back his coat, Oleander, you will notice the Morgenstern crest upon his shirt as he kind of like his wings beat back and he flies back towards the lighthouse, now beaming a green light. Emmy standing in the lighthouse, beckoning Fenris back towards Gehenna. And as Constance is snapped out of everything, the whole illusion around you all drops. And standing over Constance, kind of doing some Aang energy bending shit, is this serpentine salamander axolotl like dragon creature with its hand pressed against her head, thumb on the forehead. He has these like external gills that are just like shriveled and kind of like wheezing, gasping for air. And as it breathes, like there's this glowing green gurgling that you can kind of see through gills. And its eyes grow an intense violet. And it just leans over. Now, Minerva. You are safe here. And you know who you are again. And that is where we will end tonight's episode. thank you everyone for joining us tonight. I guess Lucy's gonna just come back and be like, "What did I miss?" And we're gonna just be like,
Straight up that community gif. Troy coming
my
in with the pizza
God.
and everything's on fire.
"Oh, it was so good." Thank you everyone for joining us. Happy birthday, Chris. I hope it was everything you could have asked for a birthday game.
You only almost died like 3 times.
And
Okay.
more.
And
One of them was
more.
almost at Constance's hand.
Yeah, shit.
Yo,
Okay,
I'm
he'll just
sorry.
tattoo it. He'll just tattoo the bullet hole. It's fine.
I'm sorry. Constance is
So
sorry.
much easier when we just hated the moon. Yes, Polynym, it's
It
true.
was.
It was easier when we just hated the moon.
Oh my god.
Don't forget, we have the charity event going on. If you have monies and can donate, consider. For June, 100% of subs and bits will be donated to the Trans Lifeline. They offer all kinds of wonderful emotional, financial support for trans people in crisis because, let's face it, being a trans person in the United States of America is a fucking crisis every fucking day.
Seriously.
So, consider donating if you can. I know I'm going to be donating once I get paid again from work. As much as I would love to upgrade my musical equipment, I also want to make life less of a crisis for trans people as well. So, new guitars can wait. Anyway, also, join us next week. We'll be back to deal with all of this trauma stew that's been brewing all night.
Yeah.
God.
Thank you very much, players, for all your wonderful descriptions. You did my job for me. If it ever looks like I'm not paying attention, I usually am. I'm just also DMing, so I'm either flipping through notes or trying to decide when I should jump in with narration stuff.
No worries. Thanks for a good session, Alex.
That was so cool.
Thank you. That was heavy. So
Yes,
we're gonna decompress
thank you.
as a cast here. I highly recommend you guys y'all in the audience take care of yourself as well. Maybe eat some yummy food, stay hydrated so you don't dehydrate.
Go watch some cartoons, have fun.
Yeah, like watch some cartoons, not BoJack Horseman. Have fun.
Yeah.
Go watch X-Men Evolution.
Seriously,
Yes.
it's Chris's one birthday wish.
Yeah,
so
Go watch my favorite.
No,
animated
everyone go watch Morbius. It's Morbin time.
show. My bad. Yeah.
You're right.
Morbin time.
It's Morbin time. All right, let's
for
grade.
unrelated. Shrimps isn't up. Okay,
What?
for unrelated.
Oh no! Now what
Wait,
do we do?
what?
For
I
unrelated
love them.
reasons or completely related reasons.
How
Fuck
dare
Jared
shrimps
Leto.
be down?
They are 24/7.
Yeah,
I don't know what to believe now. False
this is-
advertising.
They are
is not
supposed to
as
be here
advertised.
240% of the time for us.
yeah.
Just go watch some clips. The community clips some really good ones. This one says Hyde says hi and does a drive by. It's a good clip. Go check it out. Oh, it's a big bamboo shrimp. Yeah, go check it out.
I love bamboo shrimp, dude. Chris, did I
That
tell you
thing's
about how I
huge.
found like that bamboo shrimp after years of like thinking,
Yeah.
oh, they're not there anymore.
Yes,
All right,
he is
with
there.
that,
Let's go,
bye
let's go,
everybody.
let's go.
Wait, no, go watch the.
Welcome